What is the kind of relationship you have with Deputy President William Ruto?
No, deeply like anybody else, including the president and other politicians, including my members of parliament. Those are Kenyans' representatives. And they are subject for debate, scrutiny and everything. And any leader, including me, people must scrutinize what I'm doing, how I am, and so on. This is how leaders are. You will remember when I went in to get my current wife I'm having, it was an open debate for Kenyans. And I said, you debate whether it is right or wrong.
Okay.
Eventually people say that, well, it was right. So what we are saying, you cannot be in a position of influence and people can't scrutinize what you are doing.
But he seems to be the only one you're scrutinizing.
No, not only.
He seems to be the only
one. Let me tell you,
Yes.
our DP, our deputy president, he's such a rude politician. I've said like that. And he's a smart politician, he's brave, he can move. But I have said time and again, what is lacking are advisors. Let me tell you, he's not a bad man, he's not a bad guy. He's our own son. He can be a president of this republic. But he needs to be guided like yesterday.
And you think he's being misguided by the advisors?
I think so. Because
Okay.
let me tell you, in a government like Kenya, where we are, and you know what happens when a president is being elected. One, the outgoing president leaves a sword of a symbol of protection and protecting those who will be governed or who will be led by the president and their properties. In a form of a sword, it's given only one person. And you cannot create two centers of power in the same system. You will confuse those people whom you are supposed to lead. Currently, Kenyans are confused because if the deputy president, who is the principal assistant of the president, is supposed to be assisting the president and supporting the president, then you will ask yourself, where are we? Are we lost? It has never happened in any country like that. So he requires to have advisors who will tell him, please, kindly wait 2022, you still have time. Even if he lost, he's a young man, he still have another time to do that. But currently, he should be able to support the president on his legacy, on whatever, work out,
But he's doing
and
that.
also support the president's friends.
He's saying that.
Yeah.
The DP is supporting, he has not denied being the number two
Let
and
me
being
tell you.
Mtuamkono was the president. Where do you get the feeling that he does not support the president?
Ken,
Yes.
if you are my friend and we are working together, you are just my friend. Or I went somewhere to sort for your assistance, and then we are friends. I expect anybody who is supporting me to recognize you as my friend,
True.
not to bash you.
True.
So if he's supporting the president, why is he bashing the president's friends, political friends? He would have joined them. He would put on a brave face. You say, Raila, we want to work with you. So and so we want to work with you. You put on a brave face. It might not please you.
Okay.
But for the purposes of waiting for your time, you need to put on a brave face. You cannot go to every meeting, oh, you're Mutu ni Mganga, you know, you are digging your own grave.
But this is politics. He's fighting. He wants to be the president. He wants to be the president. He has to fight. He cannot leave that space to Raila Odinga. He's the deputy president.
Let me tell you the issue of presidents. There are a lot of determinant factors. I've been around for some time. I firstly voted in 1969. I voted for President Kenyatta in 1969. And I've been voting. And politics is a very dangerous game. Recently, I want to support the governor Mandago of Uasin Gishu. Yeah,
Yes.
This guy said politics is something that cannot be able to understand.
Yes, he did. He
And
said
that is the true picture of politics. Sometimes you need to wait and see where that politics is going.
Okay.
But the most important is, even if you are a smarter guy and a smarter politician, you must work with others. You must also convince others. You don't have a head. You must reach out to others, and you must also recognize those who are ahead of you, including your own president.
I'll give you the example. President Uhuru Kenyatta has a principal assistant who's the deputy president.
Yeah,
the deputy president is working to succeed his boss, right? Then Raila Odinga comes in and they have a handshake. And now Raila is sort of destabilizing that relationship. From everyone who says it and looks at it, Raila is taking the place of Deputy President William Ruto. William Ruto has to survive. He wants to be president in 2022. And before you answer that question, let's listen to this soundbite from you, actually.
Jina la William Samoei Ruto haitakuwako. You can take it to the bank for free.
That's a position you have taken. I mean, you're saying he's a good man.
I wish they would have started from where as I came up and so on. They only took at that last place and then they said, I said it will not be there. I had already said,
okay,
in 2022, we are going for elections. 2022. And when we are going for elections 2022, there will be candidates, including William Ruto. There will be candidates.
Okay.
Right now, he's alone. There are people who are going to emerge. You also don't know, even if myself I will declare for the president. I can do it as a Kenyan. There will be people at that time. But what I said, those who will emerge that time, and you can take your pen and write down.
Okay.
If William doesn't have proper advisors, as it is now, he will not be among those who will be elected 2022.
Okay.
Because, you see, in any democracy, where you have political parties, and sometimes people hire advisors very expensively to give you, to assist you, to ascend to where you are. You know very well that the deputy president, he hangs on the shoulders of the president in order to be elected.
Yes.
As a running mate. He doesn't have his own ballot box. You know that. So if you didn't have...
But he has a constituency behind him.
Yeah,
yes.
It doesn't matter whether you have a constituency. People create constituencies. I can tell you.
Yes.
Yeah, even now, Uhuru moving to Raila, he was creating another constituency. And a very suicidal Luo Nyanza constituency. Very suicidal one. And you know, in this Republic of Kenya, it is only Raila Amolo Odinga who can give Kenyans a holiday outside government gazetted holidays.
The national holidays.
Yeah. If today he says tomorrow, everybody will be at Uhuru Park. Nobody will work in Nairobi. So that is a bigger constituency than any other constituency you have ever met.
Okay.
And you cannot wish it away and say, oh, so and so. Or those who are saying like that. And he's very calculative in his move. So I don't think you used a word that he's now causing problems, destroying, that it is not like that. Once you are closer to a leader, any leader, people will see you as a destroyer. Even before Raila joined Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, people are saying the person who is misadvising Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was Ruto. People will always say like that. That is not true. Because Uhuru is not a kid of yesterday. Uhuru is also a politician in his own right. And Uhuru has all his timing. You see, recently he just decided to work quietly. Everybody is crying, which means he's on demand also as well. And he can also, as a word I've used time and again, he can plant a sense of direction into Kenyan masses, and Kenyan will listen to him. Okay. So what we are saying, I'm not saying William cannot win elections. What I'm saying, let him be properly advised. And sometimes back when he was coming in, I said, I wish he had about 5 or 10 minutes with the retired president, President Moi, to tell him how he ascended to power quietly. You know, you need to be tactful also, not through chest thumping.